Hello everybody, it is Who Was Phone, and we are back today, finally, for what I think is part 23 of my Dark Souls playthrough. I was gonna say my October Dark Souls playthrough, but it's December now, so that title is a little bit, a little bit off, just a little bit though. I'm gonna keep it just for consistency's sake. I don't know if I said that last time, but it's worth saying again, I think. Today's my day off, so I am gonna be doing the next part finally. I've had the urge to get back into either this or Bloodborne because of the new DLC dropping, and I decided that I might as well finish this while I'm here and at my computer. So today we are going to be doing one of two things. I either want to go through the Duke's Archives and start on that. I don't know if we can finish it today because it is kind of a big area. But we can either start with the Duke's Archives, or we can do the Bed of Chaos, or we can do Sif. Sif is probably going to be faster, but I don't know if I really want to do him right now. If possible, I want to leave him until we can finish the DLC. But if we don't actually end up finishing the DLC, I want to leave him for last because it makes his boss fight kind of too easy. And he's a cool character, so I definitely want to give him the fight he deserves. But before we do any of that today, we picked up the very large ember, I think, from Anor Londo, either last episode or a couple episodes ago, and we haven't given it to Andre yet, so while I'm here, I might as well do it.
Well, I'll be. That's a brilliant ember you've got there. For all my years in the trade, that might be the finest. How's about you leave that ember with me? I'm just an old smith. I'd give my left arm for a gem like that.
Sure thing, dude. You earned it.
Well, thank you mightily for that. Now, just leave the rest to me. Andre of Astora gets the job done. You shall see.
Knew we can count on you, Andre. So we're going to go ahead and, I think, upgrade our Zweihander to a +5 occult. Just because. Might as well. We have the Titanite slab for it, so no reason not to.
Don't get yourself killed.
Not going to boost our damage by a whole lot, but having a max upgraded weapon is kind of nice. And because split resistances aren't really that much of a problem in the normal game, we don't have to worry too much about our damage being hit. The last couple bosses we have to face could potentially give us a problem. It's most likely going to be Gwyn that's actually going to give us more of a problem than the others, with the exception of the Bed of Chaos, because that's like an RNG boss fight. But yeah, weapon damage doesn't matter for Bed of Chaos. It probably is not going to matter for Sif. It also will most likely not matter for the Four Kings, but that remains to be seen. Seath you can beat with any weapon. I don't know, yeah, it's going to be pretty much Gwyn, and then our Four Kings strategy is going to be the sticking point, I think, unfortunately. But we need to level up. I think I'm going to do more endurance. Do 2 more points of endurance, and then I guess another point of faith. So that brings our equip load up to 120.6. Still don't think that's high enough to wield or wear any other piece of armor. At least not any of the armor that would matter. Let's see if we can swap out the black leather boots. Don't think we can, though. It only raised our equip load by like 2 point something, or maybe a full 3 point something, but that doesn't give us that much room. I wonder if we can wear the Silver Knight leggings. Nah, we can't. We probably need a couple more endurance levels for that, which is too bad. But pretty soon we're going to be able to swap out these goddamn black leather boots after using them the entire game. Let's see, what else can we do right now? You know what? I think we're going to start off this episode with Sif, because if we wait any longer, we're probably going to kill him in like 3 hits, so that's not fun. Well, at least it's not fun to play. I don't know, fun to watch, kind of, but I want to get it over with. Because I'm fairly sure we're not going to be getting that cutscene if you have to beat Manus for it. I don't know if that's the trigger. I don't know if the trigger's beating Artorias and then freeing Sif, or if it's beating Manus. I have a feeling it could be either, because either of them would make sense, but you never know. Actually, I don't think... Did we buy the crest from Andre? If we didn't, then this is the wrong way. You have to get through this door by buying the crest from Andre. There's one other way we can do. It's a little bit more annoying to get to, but it gets us at the same place. It's just you beat some harder enemies to get there. Let's see. Fuck. Alright, well, we didn't buy the crest, and I really don't want to spend 20,000 souls on it. So I guess I'm going to show you guys the alternate way through. Actually, I don't know if you can call it alternate. I don't know if one or the other is an intended route. The crest door is the easier one to get to, but the route that we're going to be going to is the route through the Darkroot Basin past the Hydra, or where the Hydra used to be. There's a ladder over there about halfway to that cave where we freed Dusk, so we're going to go up that. Hopefully not get invaded a million times. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to traverse the forest in human mode without getting invaded by the forest hunters. It's like one of the only PvP spots really that's still populated. We'll find out. Wish I had more free time so that I could do these every day again, but you know, it is what it is. Gotta get that green. Alright, so my thought is, after we beat Sif, we have the ring that we need to do the 4 kings, but I don't know if we have the equipment we need yet. Because most strategies that do physical damage just opt for kind of a... It's basically a blitz strategy, so you run in and you try to do as much damage as you can to him before he kills you and before you get overwhelmed by more kings spawning, because that is the mechanic for that boss fight. The longer it goes on, each... Okay, well, let me restart that thought process here. The 4 kings is a boss fight. That is kind of like a multi-boss fight, because each king that spawns shares a portion of the total boss health bar. So, if you wait too long, more kings can spawn in the time limit. So you can end up fighting 2 or 3 at a time if you don't do enough damage. It kind of serves as a late game gear check, because if you don't do enough damage at that point to beat that boss, you're going to be in trouble. There are some ways to cheese it. The most common that I know of is the Iron Flesh, Havel's Greatsword build. And that's where you just slap on the heaviest armor you can with Iron Flesh so you don't get staggered, and you just tank through all the damage. Havel's lets you negate pretty much all of the physical damage, other than the grab attack, which is the only thing you need to worry about. You can't roll, but for this fight, rolling and dodging isn't as important as doing damage, because you definitely don't want to be fighting more than 1 king at a time. But we'll get to that when the time comes. For now, this is where that ladder is. It's right next to the waterfall. So you climb all the way up here, all the way up, and you're going to get to a little cliffside. Cross this bridge, and then there's going to be another ladder up here past this, and that's where you climb up to get to the second half of the level in the Darkroot Forest. I think if you go this way, some of the first enemies you fight are some big cats, and then the mushroom guys. The mushroom parents and mushroom children. It's cool. Oh, okay, yeah. There are actually two ways you can go here. If you'll notice, this bridge is kind of familiar, and that valley down there should be a little bit familiar as well. That cliff up there. This is actually part of Ulasil. The Darkroot Forest was confirmed to be the ruins of Ulasil. Some of the geography doesn't quite exactly match up with that, but this valley is the valley where Calamite was first seen, and that down there has been filled with water over the ages, but it used to be that empty basin where you could fight Calamite in. These guys up here are some of the worst enemies in the entire game. These huge cats, I'm not going to fight them because I don't have a shield with very good stability. They do a lot of damage, and it's not really worth it to go through from that side. I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's a lot easier to get through from over here as long as we don't get invaded. If you're familiar with the Bell Covenant from Dark Souls 2, that's what the Forest Hunters kind of are. So if they wear that Forest Hunter ring, then they'll invade people that are in human form going through this area. And like the Bell Covenant, there is, I think, a limit of 2 hunters, 2 or 3 per host. And the longer you're in here, the more of a chance you have of being invaded, and also the more hunters are going to come in. Pretty big gank spot, but I know even though they gank you, it's a pretty popular counter gank area as well. If you just grab a white phantom and just sit in here and wait. And here's one of these forest hunters now, not a human forest hunter, but a forest hunter nonetheless. This is one that uses the black bow of Ferris. And here's another great sword wielder. Got stuck behind the tree, so fortunately we're going to cheese him out. I think this is one of them that doesn't respawn. Some of them do. I don't know if the great sword wielder is one of them, though. We're going to try and get up into the archer's face so that he has to fight us with his sword. And we do a whole lot more damage with ours than he does with his, so... Drops Twin Humanities, the black bow of Ferris, and Ferris's hat. I will examine those later, but I don't want to stop here because not a good place to just sit around and read item descriptions. Huh. Sorry, buddy. That's a priest phantom, and he will try to heal if you let him sit around for too long. It can be very easy to do that too when you're getting swarmed by these guys. Because the usual way you're going to come through is from over from this direction. When you're going to have to fight the sorcerer, followed by the greatsword guy, followed by the priest, followed by the bandit. And sometimes, if you don't manage your aggro well enough, you can end up fighting all of them at once, which is not fun. I'm not going to summon you because we don't need you. This is Alvina. She's the Covenant leader for the Forest Hunters. I'm not going to join the Forest Hunters, so I want to stick with the Sunbros so we can use the Lightning Spear. At least for now. I might join them later. You don't want to join them before you have all of your Covenant stuff finished, basically, because once you leave them, that's kind of it. Alvina disappears, I think, if you talk to her again without absolving your sins. This chest back here has the stone armor, and that's the armor of the stone giants that we fought in the other optional part of the Darkroot Forest. And here seems to be part of the Ulasil Sanctuary Forest. This tower is the one that has the shortcut down into the abyss in the past. And unlike the past, it also has a bridge leading to the other watchtower. Something happened to Artorias' Colosseum because it is no longer here in this timeline. Either it got destroyed and then, I don't know, just worn away by time, because it has been a long time since we've been back there, or something else happened to it. We do know that the flow of time is distorted, so maybe we're in an alternate timeline where that wasn't actually there. Who knows? And an interesting thing to note about Sif's boss gate is that this is actually the Ulasil Sanctuary. This is where we entered in to the Royal Forest. The scarecrows are perched up there. And this is that long bridge. The geography is a little bit different, probably as a result of time. And now this gate is here. I think if you fight Sif, the forest hunters also might be barred from, well, they might not allow you to join, because I know that is one of the things that breaks the covenant if you are a part of it. But anyway, you can see Anor Londo from here. That's pretty cool. And then you'll see this big gravestone with a bunch of swords around it. And that looks like the Great Sword of Artorias. So, you don't start the fight immediately. If you open it, decide you don't want to fight him, you can leave right through that gate and then not fight him for a while. But as soon as you walk up to the sword, so it appears that freeing Sif is the trigger for that cutscene playing. You'll see that when he went up to you and sniffed us, he actually recognized that we were the ones that freed him from his imprisonment down there in the chasm. And he, one, probably doesn't know whether or not it really is us, and he doesn't really want to fight us, obviously. Which is really sad. I think that they did a really good job of making good characters with no dialogue. There was zero dialogue between us and Sif. The only time we saw him was in the past. But the interactions that we had with him both back then and here in the present, I just feel bad for him. And if I can, I'm going to get his low damage animation to play. But the strategy for this fight is to stay underneath him. Oops, I thought I attacked there. Because a lot of his attacks can't hit you from under there. Sorry, Sif. Oh, shit. I don't know if I can actually do this without killing him. We'll see. Oh. Oh, shit, I missed. The lock-on can be kind of hard. Oh man. And this is his low health sprite. I say sprite, but it's not really a sprite. This is what happens when you get him to below a quarter of his health or like very, very close to death. He does this. And as you can see, he is not much of a threat. He deals barely any damage to us, can't use his jumping attacks. And certain attacks, he'll do alternate versions of them. He'll fall over. Man, I hate killing Sif. This is kind of one of those moral gray areas in this game. Because on one hand, you don't want to kill him. He's not doing anything wrong. He's guarding the grave of Artorias. Because presumably he wants to protect other people from the abyss. That's technically one interpretation of it, because this ring we get back here, or the ring we get from him, is the Covenant of Artorias, which allows us to traverse the abyss like Artorias did. And that's the trigger for fighting the Four Kings. So he is either trying to protect the sanctity of Artorias' grave, or he is trying to prevent others from falling to the abyss like his master did. So it's definitely... I mean, I hate killing him. Especially once he recognizes you, it feels like you're killing a friend. But we have to do it to finish the game. He is a required boss. You can't fight the Four Kings without the Covenant of Artorias. And back here, we find the Hornet Ring on a female corpse. You can see by the scrap of cloth on the chest. Female corpses are not used a lot in Dark Souls, and I think most of the time they're used, it is for a specific purpose, a specific either lore or story point. And the female corpse that we found, well, the ring we found on the corpse is the Hornet Ring, which is one of the 4 Knights' rings. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Hornet Ring belonged to the Lord's Blade Kieran. By boosting critical attacks, its wearer can annihilate foes, as Kieran's dagger laid waste to Lord Gwyn's enemies. So presumably, that body back here is the body of Kieran, who we know had some sort of intimate relationship with Artorias. Whether or not that was a romantic relationship or not, we can't say, but it appears that she spent her last moments, or maybe her last days, along with Sif, guarding the tomb. Man, this is my least favorite boss fight, just because of how sad it is, honestly. But it's definitely one of the cooler boss rooms. And I love Sif's design. It's so cool. Wish that we did not have to kill him. But you'll see we left it till we were level 75 and had a max weapon, so we did so much damage to him. I mean, he's not a tough fight necessarily, if you know just to stay underneath him. But still, it can give you trouble if you don't have a high stability shield, or if you don't do enough damage. Let's get another point of endurance. See if we can finally switch out these goddamn black boots. Silver Knight leggings are probably the least heavy. Nice, okay, so we can finally wear at least 6.5 pounds worth of leg armor. Let's see if we can wear the leggings a favor. Cannot wear the leggings a favor. So 6.5 is probably our limit for that for now, until we get one more point of endurance. That's probably going to bar off a lot of the other armor sets, just because they weigh a lot. So if we're not going light or some medium armors, we're not going to be able to wear anything. What do we want to wear? Knight's leggings? They look pretty good. I kind of do want to wear the Silver Knight stuff. Or at least the leggings. Maybe Painting Guardian? Nah, not Painting Guardian. I do like the look of the Painting Guardian set, though. Let's see. Eventually we're going to switch out the overcoat as well, but we'll wear that for now. Okay, now we can do one of two things. We can continue, I can end the episode here, or we can continue on to the Duke's Archives. I don't want to do the Four Kings right now. I'm going to wait until we're, like, super powered to do them. Oh, yeah, hold on, we got a couple of rings. Covenant of Artorias. Oops, no. This ring symbolizes Knight Artorias' covenant with the beasts of the abyss. Its wearer, like Artorias himself, can traverse the abyss. So we know that Artorias was not actually the one that traversed the abyss. We were the ones that traversed the abyss. our legend lives on through Artorias, or as Artorias, I guess. We preserved his honor by preventing him from being a minion of the Dark, and as a result, because nobody knows about us, since we come from the future, and I guess to preserve the integrity of the timeline, if you kill Manus, Elizabeth says that she won't tell anybody about what you did there, but she will remember. So, I mean, that's that. So this is technically, I guess, our ring. But what else do we get? We got the Black Bow of Ferris. Just right here. The preferred black bow of the heroic archer Ferris. Has a longer range than standard bows, but is more difficult to use. Without proper abilities, results will be underwhelming. So I think this has the longest range out of any bow in the game. It also has S scaling with dexterity, but requires 18 base dexterity to use. Has 65 shot range compared to the 50 of the longbow and the 50 of the Dragon Slayer great bow. It is a pretty good weapon for sniping. But if you want straight damage, the composite bow is still going to beat it out because it has higher strength scaling. And it does actually make a difference. But composite bow has way less range, so it's useful for damage but not for sniping. They're pretty much opposites of one another. Let's see, what else we get? We got Ferris's hat, I think. Don't know where that would be. Ferris's hat. Broad-brimmed hat favored by the archer hero Ferris. Ferris was an accomplished archer, and though he was human, he ranked alongside Hawkeye Goff, one of the 4 Knights of Lord Gwyn. His hat is universally popular among children. Interesting. It's a pretty baller hat. I'm not going to use it, though. We're no archer. Oh yeah, another interesting thing is, this, well, you can't really see it with the Xanthus overcoat on, but the Painting Guardian hoods have that braid in the back made out of cloth, and their attack style is very similar to the attack style that the player uses when you have the tracers. So there's some sort of connection, or some sort of presumed connection, between the Guardians of the Painting and Lord's Blade Kieran, whether or not they're descendants or inherited the style of swordsmanship from the Lord's Blades or the Assassins. That remains to be seen, but we can assume that there is some sort of connection there, because that braid does resemble Kieran's braid as well. Let's see, what do I want to do? Yeah, we can start on the Duke's Archives, I think. It's a cool area. It definitely seems like one of the more polished late game areas. Lost Izalith is kind of one-dimensional. Well, I guess it can be one-dimensional depending on which way you go through. But I don't like the gimmick of Lost Izalith, and I don't like the Bed of Chaos at all. But I really do enjoy pretty much everything about the Duke's Archives, except for the curse, which isn't that big a problem. I think we actually may have already lit the bonfire, but I don't know if you can warp to this one. There are only a couple of them that you can warp to in this area. Don't have to worry about the boars this time, though, which is nice. Oh, actually, we had to have already been to the Duke's Archives because we killed that golem for the pendant, so... We're back here again. And this time we actually get to go through the level as it was intended to as well. So we'll rest at you, so we don't have to worry about making that long run back. And then we'll head up to get our asses kicked. The hollows here, because of the crystallization and seath, they do a lot of damage. It's been a while since we've been here, so you guys might not remember that, but they do, and you're probably going to see me get hit once or twice as well, so... Want to get out of range. Oh shit, I forgot that guy was back there. Don't jump at me, dude. Oh shit. Okay, this is kind of bad. I don't want this Oh god. Okay, okay. We're fine. This is fine. All part of the plan. Get fucked. Oh, it looks like they actually got stuck. Alright, well, I'm not going to bank on that because you never know. Because of our high faith, we're actually doing a pretty fair amount of damage with Lightning Spear, which is nice. Don't know if the bolts that channeler is firing can actually hit us from here, but... Oh, nope, I guess not. Cool. These guys can drop crystal weapons, so if the only place that you have gotten them before is from Donald of Xena, just know that this is one place that you can farm them. They are rare drops. Oh god, we didn't get hit by that. The buffed channelers deal so much damage. And these buffed hollows are killers. And there are a lot of them in this room, actually. Ow. I think I'm going to drag this guy over here. Fuck, this guy aggro's too. Okay, so you can tackle this either two different ways. One way is you can bum rush the channeler, but if you want to be a little bit more sneaky, you can walk around back here. It protects you from the bolts, which is nice. You do have to deal with all of these hollows as opposed to just a few of them at the start, which isn't really that big a deal, especially if you have a weapon you could reach, or a shield, basically. The channeler also loses sight of you for a little while, so that's kind of nice. So if you want, you can come up here, and let me see if I can lock on. Uh-oh. Well, I didn't mean to hit you with that, buddy, but it works. You can sneak back here and then pelt him with some spells or what have you. Get fucked. Alright, so that's that. Can't remember if there's any treasure down there other than that brave soul. I don't think so. Got a counter hit on him and killed him. That's pretty nice. Oh shit, I forgot you were here. These guys are parryable. I'm not big on parrying though, as you probably know. I think I may have done it once or twice all playthrough. I just never bothered to learn. Over here is another piece of treasure. I don't remember what this one is. Might be another soul. Oh, actually, I think it's Twinkling Titanite. Yeah. Okay. I always liked the layout of the Duke's Archives. It's really cool. I think you can get to every level of this place. These stairwells will start to turn by using some of the levers that are found throughout the level. Definitely a kind of Harry Potter vibe to them, and I think Miyazaki's gone out and said that that the inspiration was kind of Harry Potter-ish, so that's cool. A lot of enemies in this are optional though, but we're gonna fight them anyway. We do enough damage to one-shot them, so I don't see why not. Just out of range. I think we're kind of at the recommended level for Duke's Archives. We might be a little bit over-leveled. Actually, we probably are a little bit over-leveled, but that's okay. Oh shit! Oh, I thought that I missed that dodge. That would have killed us. Fuck off. And Crystal Night Shield. It's just a Night Shield with crystallization. Alright, get owned. Twinkling Titanite. And look at that view. You can see down into the rest of Lordran below. This is a cool balcony. Gives a nice sense of scale to where you are. This is actually, we can't see the balcony from here, But that tower there is, I believe, what we see from below when we look up. Alright. Pull this lever on this next elevator. Get to the next area. I think this part is where we start seeing some of the crystallization effects that have underwent the Duke's archives. That was actually a really fucked up sentence. Holy shit. It shows us some of the effects of the crystallization on the Duke's archives. God damn, man. I'm all over the place today. I apologize. He's kind of an interesting enemy. This Crystal Knight or Crystal General has no lore to him whatsoever. There's nothing to explain who he is or what he's doing here. Maybe he's a knight under the service of Seath. Maybe not. Who knows? But kill him here. He does do a lot of damage because of those crystal weapons. So at a lower level, you could be having some difficulty. It is possible to run by him, though, and he doesn't follow you up these stairs, so that's something to keep in mind. It's pretty cool, but you can see the clouds and stuff at the windows are actually transparent and show the outside world. That's cool. A good touch. Nice, got him. Right before he disappeared. But you can see this place is getting really fucked up by the crystals. The closer we get to Seath, the worse this is going to be. And this is actually going to be our only required death for the run. There's no way to beat Seath here. But if you use a Rare Ring of Sacrifice, you can nullify the effects of Curse, which is what's going to be inflicted upon you if you fail. And here he is, Seath the Scaleless, one of the 4 lords. Well, one of the lords we have to kill at least. And these statues, you can see, are players that have been killed and cursed by him. Hello, Seath. And there you go. You can actually deplete his health all the way, but he doesn't die. Because you haven't killed the crystal thing that keeps him immortal. Which you do have to do in order to kill him as a boss later. But you're required to die there. When you die, you're brought to this place. Hopefully you're not cursed when that happens. And hopefully you picked up that Rare Ring of Sacrifice. Otherwise, this can be kind of a shitty area before you can warp out. I'm pretty sure that warping does not work from this bonfire. Yeah, this bonfire is cut off from the others. Cannot warp. You can't warp out of here until you exit this prison area. There are a few of these crystal hollows in here with us, but that's not too big a problem. Not a very good ambush. And that side of the door is locked. You can get the key from this dude. And as soon as you exit this door, a cutscene's going to play. So those creepy looking things and this grating sound is what plays as soon as you exit from the cell. These guys are not going to fight you, they're going to run right past you. I guess to get away from the Pisakas that were released at the bottom of the tower. You can see them down there making their way up to us. A couple ways you can handle this. They're not very hardy. So what you can do is just straight up fight them in single combat and kill them. I'll examine the text from that key that we got earlier too, that sheds a little bit of insight as to their origins. But I don't think we're going to have enough time to examine that before these guys get up here to us, because they're pretty quick. They have a grab attack, which is that. I don't think it will insta-kill us at this point because how far along we are. But better not to get hit by it at all. But yeah, they're not that dangerous. Then again, I guess not a whole lot of things are when you can kill them in one hit. I think that was... Okay, those guys are going to come up, but significantly slower, so we'll look at that key now. Where we got? Archive Tower cell key. Key to the cell of the Duke's Archive Tower. The Archive Tower, once a trove of precious tomes and letters, became a prison after the onset of Seath's madness. The serpent men who guard the prison know not the value of what they hide. In the basement of the tower are the writhing mistakes of the terrifying experiments which were conducted there. And these terrifying experiments, these mistakes, are the Pisakas, which were created for some unknown reason. But here we are fighting them. Several NPCs can appear hollowed here as prisoners if you have expended all of their dialogue and you've bought all of their items, all of their important items. I know Rhea comes here and is abducted if you buy all of her miracles, and she isn't killed by Petrus. Who else comes here? You find Logan here, well not here, but in the Duke's Archives. Shit, I think there's one other... Is it Griggs? No, it's not Griggs. Somebody else comes here, though. But they are definitely in hollowed form. Either as a result of the imprisonment or as the result of Seath's experiments. So... Did he drop another straight sword? Yep. Cool. The crystal weapons can be pretty good weapons, especially early on. Once you get here, and I mean, if you'd want to farm them, you could, because, oh shit. I hate that attack. So you could farm them once you get here, and then the durability doesn't become a problem because you just have so many. But we don't need it. We just got the Archive Prison Extra Key. Extra key to a cell in the Duke's Archive Tower. Perhaps the Serpent Men were careless, for there are several keys scattered about which fit Archive Tower cells. That's kind of funny. FromSoft has an interesting sense of humor, but one that I'm a big fan of. Alright, we did. Don't know exactly what these Pisaka drop. I think they can drop something, but I don't know. And this door is open from the extra key. And it leads us to the large souls of brave warrior. Useless. After I turn off this really annoying jukebox, I'll show you how you get Rhea set if she is hollowed. That happens up there. There's a drop you can make. See that tower? There's that cell right at the top there that looks inaccessible, but there's a drop that you can make from a higher point that lets you do that. Alright, here are 4 more Pisaka. Camera is kind of wonky here. I think this is actually the most uses I've used of Lightning Spear all playthrough. Alright. What else is down here? There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something. Although it's been a while since I've been through here, so... could be wrong. Don't know exactly what this huge mechanism used to be used for. Alright, and here's some more. I think if you actually manage to turn off that jukebox, or that player, whatever it is, these guys don't become hostile anymore. Oh shit, these are a little bit stronger than the other ones. They're a lot stronger than the other ones. Holy shit. Miracle, Bountiful Sunlight. Miracle, Soothing Sunlight. So these two are unique. I don't believe they respawn. So those miracles are very, very useful. Special miracle granted to the Maidens of Guinevere, Princess of the Sun. Gradual HP restoration for self and vicinity. The miracles of Guinevere, the princess cherished by all, grant their blessing to a great many warriors. And Soothing Sunlight is also a Maiden of Guinevere miracle. Restores high HP for self and vicinity. So it looks like these were found on the corpses of those maidens that were turned into these snake things. More evidence of Seath's channelers kidnapping people. I think Soothing Sunlight is a straight upgrade from Bountiful Sunlight. It takes 48 faith to equip, as opposed to the 36 of the other one. Alright, and this ladder leads to that turntable up here. So we'll knock that out right quick. All that snake skin on it. Fuck, idiot. I messed up. Messed up. Messed up. Alright. Oh, hey. You're not as hardy as your friends there. But I'm gonna turn this thing off. It is really annoying. Alright. That's that. Not a mimic. Cool. I think this has the key. Archive Tower Giant Door Key. How do we actually get to that room down there? Because I don't remember how you unlock it. Can't get to it from up here. I don't think the giant key unlocks that door. Maybe it does. Who knows? Maybe it's in another one of those hidden cells. Key to the giant door leading out from the uppermost floor of Archive Tower, which now serves as a prison. The key's design resembles not the key of a prison. Indeed, the tower was once no prison at all, but a trove of precious tomes. So Seath's madness kind of led to this being where he conducted his experiments and where he kept the prisoners that his channelers abducted. Yeah, so we're going to get that key later, I guess. Before we head out, I'll show you how to get back to Ria's set location, if you have indeed done all the required triggers to get her here. Her storyline, I think, is second longest. No, third longest. I think Solaire's is the longest, followed by Siegmeyer, and then hers. Or I guess hers and Petrus's, really, because you can't do one without the other. So right up the stairs from our cell is this ladder, and those Supermen were trying to reach this ladder because the Pasaka cannot climb. They don't have hands. And it leads to the way out. This door, which is kind of scratched and rusted from all the people trying to get out. A giant door key does indeed open this one. But before we leave, go over here. Try jumping off, and that's exactly what we're going to do, and we missed. Platforming in Dark Souls. Sweet. I don't remember if there are any NPC invasions, but I think these guys are going to try to run past us again. Maybe not. Okay. See you. Yeah, I don't remember if there are any NPC invasions. If we have to actually regain our humanity. I'm going to do it anyway. I like being in human form. For aesthetic reasons, if no other reason. Pick up our bloodstain. Give us our humanity and our souls back. And now, we're not going to miss the jump this time. We're actually going to make it. Probably. Hopefully. Never mind. We missed it again. Okay, that's cool. Well, fuck that. I'm not going to do it again. But Ah, shit, actually. I don't want to do it again. I'm gonna make this fucking jump if it kills me. Also, if you die, that record player doesn't turn back on, so that's something to keep in mind if you're having trouble. Although it's not a particularly difficult area. Alright, third time's a charm. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, baby. Yeah. Oh, nice. The maiden set is here. And the white seance ring can be useful if you're a caster. We'll examine this. Maiden, maiden, maiden. White robe worn by traveling maidens. It is part of their formal attire regardless of rank. It is soft and well made, but does not offer much in the way of defense, making it ill-suited to use in battle. And the ring we got is the white seance ring. A divine ring entrusted to the head bishop of the Way of White and apostle to Allfather Lloyd, uncle to Lord Gwyn. It grants additional attunement slots. The head bishop of the Way of White is the guardian of law and caste and one of the great royals of Thorland. Interesting bit of lore. And this drop brings us right back down to the bonfire. And now we're out of here. Actually, no, we aren't. Forgot. Reverse hollowing. And now we're out of here. Okay. I think this video might start to be going long. I definitely want to get to the second bonfire before we end it, though. No particular reason why, but kind of just because I want to get into the area proper. The first part of the Duke's Archives is kind of the lead up. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, and here we go. The Duke's Archives. And another ambush. Fuck you guys. Your year's too early to challenge me, idiot. Damn. Easy. Alright, now we can appreciate this vantage point. So we see this forest. So the Duke's Archives seemed to be a pretty damn cool place before Seats Madness took over. That little courtyard forest is pretty cool. But you can see the result of Seats' experiments over there. These huge towering crystal spires. And we're going to be getting very up close and personal with those, as you will see probably next episode. I don't know, I mean, I guess I could just make this a long episode. Oh, hey. Oh, shit. I forgot these dudes attack. Okay. Where are you, dude? So this is one of the points, it's kind of a puzzle location, kinda. It's not a hard puzzle, but you have to switch these staircases using a lever to get to this, the other areas. Before we go down there, I'm gonna head over here. Hello, dude. Oh, hey, buddy. Looks like he followed us when we were from up the stairs. Oops. Alright. Now that you're done. Don't think the lever's over there. Nope. Where are you? There is one somewhere, I promise you that. I have not been here in a while, as I said before, so bear with me. Oh, here's one of them. I don't know where this guy's shooting me from, though. Ah, there he is. Well, there's one of them, at least. Kind of reminiscent of, Dranglade Castle from Dark Souls 2. Lots of enemies shooting you from vantage points that you can reach later on. Not my favorite method of ambush, but, you know. At least these guys aren't great bow archers. So yeah, that lever causes this thing to switch. Now we can get to you. Can't remember if there's any treasure up here, though. Here's another archer. Awesome. I also can't remember if there are any illusory walls here, which is why I'm doing these stupid things. Alright, there's another one. I think I actually missed a piece of treasure. Nothing over here. What did you drop? Longbow. Whatever. So this drop to get onto the staircase. Dude, fuck off. Okay, hold on. You actually did a lot of damage to me. Holy shit. Is he gonna follow us? Nah. I want to see what's down this staircase before we go up. Just cause. Oh, hello. Not quite enough one-handed damage to one-shot these dudes. I don't think... there's another archer. Always look behind you when going downstairs because there's usually an archer or something. Alright, you're dead. Don't see treasure over there, so I'm not going to go over there. I do see something over here. It looks like a lot of hollow warriors. Hello, dude. Oh, I know where we are. Cool. So this leads over back to where we were before. That's kind of nice. I guess that, oh shit, archers. I guess that path opened up when we pulled the lever. That's pretty cool. Ow. Okay. Chill. No. Oh, the fucking camera. Nice. Triple. Damn, I'm so fucking good at this game. Alright, we don't want you sniping at us while we're doing our thing over here. If I can ever lock onto you. Alright, I guess I can't lock on you. Come on, man. Whatever. Why is there a drop over here? I feel like there should be something up here if we can get here. Maybe not. Looks like there isn't. Okay, cool. Oh, come on. You can't hit me through that. Are you really telling me that guy managed to thread the needle through that? I think he eventually is going to fall off if he keeps shooting at us because of the step forward he takes. But this is the primary bonfire, the Duke's Archives, and the warpable one. So once you light this, you're home free. Seeing the dude getting ready to get summoned. The path from here to the boss is actually pretty quick, so that's why a lot of people put it down here. And some of the enemies can be kind of a hassle. There should be a lever we can pull that will open up a secret area. That might be up by the channeler. So I'm going to take a quick detour up there. I might want to heal first because I'm going to need to be dodging this dude's attacks. And if I get hit, I don't want to die. I guess I could equip the crest shield and just tank through it, but it's a lot of effort for one dude. Oh shit. Is he healing? Oh shit, he disappeared. Oh, he teleported. Okay. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Damn. I've actually never seen that before. Huh. That's really cool. Like an asshole, he's back to his old tricks again. Alright, that's not a mimic either. Cool. Sorcery, strong magic shield. Can't use that, but it applies a magic buff to your shield that lets it block magic more efficiently. And when we're in this animation, we can't be hit by his spells. Almost rolled off the edge to my death there, trying to dodge this fucker. God damn it. Alright, asshole. Time to pay the price. Didn't get a trident, though. Why did I do that? Why did I go over here? Oh, I pulled it so we can get down here, I guess. Oh. Hey, buddy. Alright, look, dude. Wow, you actually do kind of a lot of damage to us. I wonder if Emit Force is going to be better for killing this dude. So I want to do it fast so that he can't pelt us with these things. Oh. Oh my god. The lock-on for this area is bad. Get fucked. Alright, here we go. This is a lever. So this, after you get up there and go down that ladder, this lever opens up a bookcase that leads back to the bonfire room. So this shortcut is here for later. I guess it's not a shortcut if it's an intended route through, right? But whatever. And this little guy's a mimic, so we're gonna fuck him up. He does have a lot of health, though. Alright, and he drops an enchanted falchion. Falchion, I don't know. Never knew how to pronounce that word either. And here we have the crystal ember, which allows us to apply crystallization to our weapons. And we'll examine the text on that. Ember for blacksmith weapon ascension. Crystal ember created by Seat the Scaleless, handled only by the giant gods blacksmiths. Ascends plus 10 standard weapon to crystal weapon. Crystal weapons can be reinforced to plus 5. Crystal weapons are powerful but brittle and cannot be repaired once broken. So this is a result of Seath sorceries. Interesting. Interesting. And now you can definitely have all the crystal weapons you want once you have that ember. And that lever down there opens up the pathway into that courtyard. Don't know what the purpose of this place is. Another chest. Blue Titanite chunk. Cool. Okay, so I think that is going to do it for today. Before we enter that fog gate, we got to the second bonfire, which is what I wanted to accomplish. Next time, we'll go through, we'll handle the rest of the Duke's Archives, and then we'll kill Seath. Well, actually, I guess at this point, the Duke's Archives are finished. The Crystal Caves are what we're going to go through next time. But until then, I will see you guys later.